this was built in 2015, and I'm actually gonna give you guys a sneak peek. So many of you have been asking to do a video about my stratocaster that is custom built, and this was built in 2015, and this is the only guitar that I've ever had, realistic. Well, kind of, and I'll get into the details, as I had a Squire at first and I changed it. So I'm gonna tell you guys, go through the story why this is the only guitar and I haven't had any other guitars, and why that is, and what makes this guitar an all-around, and some of the things that I like about it and some things that I dislike about it, buying a Fender guitar and all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. So I started off playing guitar when I was electric guitar when I was 19 years old. I had a Squire, $100, right? And I got into John Mayer. I saw John Mayer, he was playing with ZZ Top. A little bit of storytelling here, so sit back, grab whatever you grab and relax, okay? And it's playing amazing with ZZ Top, and this was really, really cool, and I liked Slash at the time. And I've told this story before, and I see John Mayer and I was like, okay, I'll do a Strat, because at first I wanted to buy a Gibson. And in that Stratocaster, the $100 one, and I had a $100 amp too that I played it for I think 7 to 8 months. It was about 7 to 8 month time where I switched my pickups, and I got really good pickups in there, and the Squire started to sound amazing. Then I said, okay, I really like the wood in guitars, and I really want to have a wooden body, and I started to scrape my Squire and didn't realize I thought it was going to be wood, but it's just pressed wood, so it looked horrible, you know, when I did the scratch here and I did the scratch here, and it started to look horrible, but it sounded really good. And then my quest was to collect money. You know, I didn't have much money at the time, so I started collecting, and I started ordering part by part. I think the body was the first thing that I ordered, and I wanted to have a relic body, but at the time I never saw I liked having things that I didn't see other people have, you know. I saw this amazing wooden body, and I said, okay, well, this is really beautiful. I like the wood. At the time, I believed that wood breathes, and somehow it's gonna make my pickup sound better. So I've purchased it for about, I think, $200 to $300, and it came in, and it was okay, you know, it was not bad. And then I took it to a shop here, and I have an amazing person that works on getting wood old and just working on wood, and she's doing an amazing job when it comes to guitars and wood. She's actually working on my new guitar that I'm building right now. So this was built in 2015, and I'm actually gonna give you guys a sneak peek, and this one that I'm building is 2025, so 10 years later, my second guitar. So here's the sneak peek to the neck, right? I ordered this neck and I took it to her, and she did this work on the back. As you can see, it's beautiful, and I got the tuners in. And this time I really wanted to trust her with the process, so I ordered just the body of the guitar, or we could make the body of the guitar, and she's painting it, and it looks amazing. And I'll put some pictures up, some inspirations that I gave her, and as soon as it's done, I'm gonna show it to you guys. It is ridiculously beautiful guitar that I'm making right now. But back to this one, I ordered the body, then I ordered the neck, and this is just a regular Fender neck, right? And it fit perfectly, and everything else I had already. And she built this guitar. It sounded amazing, right? The guitar sounded fantastic. And I have the Klein Jazzy Cat pickups in here, for those of you that are wondering about pickups, which costs about $300 at that time. Now it costs $500, got a little bit more expensive, right? So right, it just gives you this clean, I think a little bit extra clean sound. And in the new guitar that I'm building, I wanted to have a little bit more bluesy sound. So now I'm doing it's not gonna be as clean, it's gonna be a little bit more like John Mayer's, the very first guitar, the SRV guitar, the Big Dippers kind of tone. So that's what I'm going for in the new one. Here's some of the things that I really liked about this guitar. It was very universal, okay? Building a Strat, you can do a lot of things with it, you know? You can play a lot of songs with it. And buying guitars like 335 and the Yes, which I love those guitars too. There's a lot of things you can't play because they're so thick, you know? Like I can't imagine playing slow dancing in a burning room on a 335 or a 339, you know, you just can't. Like you can't get that stretch sound. And the tone is a huge thing with your playing, right? I think tone takes your playing. You can kill everybody with one note. And I know guitars are not a competition, but if you have the right note, right tone, if you have the right tone and you just go, that's it. Like it feels so good to you that you don't even care what's going. You can just kill the room with one slide if your tone is right. So for me, that tone was super important. And even now, my hero, John Mayer, who moved up to PRS, I really cannot compare his strat tone back in when he had the long hair to this new guitar tone. And maybe it's not in the guitar, maybe it's the 2-rock amp that he was using back then, and I think he's using something new now. That was one of the biggest things that I stuck with this guitar, that every time, and I've bought new guitars, but I sold them because it just wouldn't give me what this guitar gave me, you know? And I didn't want to have guitars just laying around in the house. And I've just switched the pearl tuners. It used to be gold in my previous videos, you guys can see. The really cool thing with Strat when it comes to unmatched tone and unmatched just comfort, right? And when you're hitting those notes, you can feel the guitar come to life. This is the only guitar that makes me feel that way. And I've kind of grown to fall really in love with this one over the years, because it's just, even the wood's getting old, you know, it's been 10 years that I bought this wood and it's changing and it's grown with me. But I'll tell you guys some of the things that I don't like about Fender guitar. I've had a lot of issues with it when it comes sonically, you know. I've brought it to a shop many times. I've replaced some of the stuff, like it just makes the buzzy sound a lot. The 60-second hum is a problem sometimes, especially if you're playing on stage, right? So the humbuckers do help, and different pickups do help with that, but that's another problem. Like, if I'm being honest with having this guitar in 10 years, there's not too many negatives that I would say about this guitar. Every time I look at it, I love it. Every time I play it, it makes me feel good. That is the main reason why the second guitar will also be a Strat type guitar. But when it comes to buying guitars, it's about making them unique and making them your own, and how it fits your imagination, you know? And if your imagination is something else, then definitely you have to try something else. But this one just, it felt like it perfectly fits into whatever my imagination is, where I want to take my sound. So definitely I'll give you guys a full look on it. The backside too, and I bought these black strings, or whatever they're called, to make it look even cooler. Yeah, it's my baby. And here you can see, I don't know if you can see, but my name is written here in 2015. It's when it was assembled. This just gonna be a fun one. You guys have requested the guitar video. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to hear for the next time. We're working on something big, so subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be coming up with some really cool new stuff. And enjoy your weekend, and see you guys next time.